What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Jacob Cabazuto with Cab Training, and in this video I'm going to show you guys 6 drills to improve your acceleration. Before you get started, hit that like button so this can reach more players looking to improve their speed, and hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any more of my videos. Let's get better today. Drill number 1 is a resisted march. When we're accelerating, we need to be able to put force into the ground at an angle so we could push the ground behind us to drive our body forward. And so what we're doing with the resisted march is we're trying to mimic the pattern of those first several steps when we're sprinting. So when we have that band around our waist for the resisted march, we want to lean into it, get a good forward lean to start. And then we're driving our foot back down and back into the ground repeatedly, making sure that our arms are coordinated with our legs. When we drive our right leg up, we drive the left arm up, and we coordinate it, opposite arm, opposite leg, repeatedly. We do this for about 2 sets of 10 yards at the beginning of our acceleration sessions so we can improve that pattern of movement when we're starting off our sprint. Drill number 2 is resisted high knees. So now we're just turning up the intensity from those resisted marches. We're still having that forward lean, we're still attacking down and back with our feet, but we're making sure that we drive our knees and exchange our thighs rapidly when we're sprinting. And so that is a super important thing. When we sprint and when we start off the line, we don't want to have a cyclical motion with our leg, meaning we don't want to kick our heel up from the start. We want to make sure that we drive our toe up and our knee up and we punch our leg straight through so we can get our foot back down on the ground and create as much momentum as possible. And so these high knees are great for that because it teaches us to switch our thighs rapidly, minimize the backswing of our leg, and it teaches us to get our foot back down to the ground at the right angle. With these, I'd like you to do 2 sets of 10 yards as well, with about 30 to 45 seconds of rest in between. Drill number 3 is the resisted A-skip. Now, the resisted A-skip kind of seems a little gimmicky, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn a drill that is typically like a max speed, upright sprint mechanics drill and turn it into an acceleration drill. And so we're applying that same forward lean that we did on the marches and the high knees, and now we're applying it to the A-skip. So we're making it kind of more of a rhythmic motion, because when you're accelerating, not only do we have to be violent and explosive towards the ground with force, we also have to have some rhythm with it. And so with the A-skip, we're doing that and we're still snapping that foot down while having that forward lean. So it's very similar to when you do like a sled march where you're still applying pressure at a good lean. Now we're just going with a little bit of rhythm with the A-skip. So I like to do 2 sets of 10 yards just like the previous drills with the same amount of rest. Drill number 4 is resisted bounds. Bounds are potentially my favorite sprint drill of all time. And it's because of the force that we can create using bounds. I've never seen an athlete who is really good at bounds that isn't fast. And so when you're bounding, we're producing force both vertically and horizontally. So horizontal meaning straight back and forth, and vertically just meaning straight up and down. And you need a combination of both of those in order to be fast. And so with bounding, and why we have it resisted, is we're trying to allow our hips to be the driver of the movement when we're accelerating. I believe our hips are the key. A lot of people, when they run, they just try to put one foot in front of the other. But it's our hips that carry us. And when we're taking off the line, our hips have to project when we're taking those first several steps. And they have to continue to carry us when we're going down the field, even later into our acceleration. And so with these, I want you to make sure that you're floating, okay? This is not supposed to look like running. It's supposed to be a floating motion where you're getting vertical and you're getting forward motion from your body and your hips. Do 2 sets of 20, maybe even 3 sets of 20 if you're not getting the exercise as well, and rest anywhere between 45 seconds and a minute, because this is supposed to be intense. So drill number 5 in our acceleration progression is resisted broad jumps. The only thing better as a plyometric to improve acceleration than broad jumps is resisted broad jumps. I love resisted broad jumps because it puts a little bit of extra stimulus on the hips driving through when we're trying to create horizontal force when accelerating off the line. So the resisted broad jumps, we're putting that band around the waist just like before, and now we're getting 3 sets of 3. We're exploding through. The partner holding the band should not be pulling it back as the person's jumping. There should be a little bit of slack in the band to start, but as they drive their hips, that band extends and makes the movement a little bit more difficult. So do 3 sets of 3 with these and really focus on sticking the landing and driving the hips through the band. And finally, drill number 6 in our acceleration progression is the resisted sprint. This is the king of all acceleration exercises, resisted sprinting. If you want to improve your force production in your first 10-ish steps of your sprint, resisted sprinting is the way to go. I only really like to do 10 yards with resisted sprints, especially if there's a partner holding the band on you, giving you a good amount of resistance. Now, if you're doing a little bit of lighter resistance, you can go 15 to 20 yards, but I would recommend anywhere between 5 and 8 10-yard resisted sprints. Again, we don't want to slow our legs down. One of the biggest mistakes I see kids make when doing resisted sprints is they slow their legs down, and I kind of compare it to hiking up a mountain. We don't want to do that. We want to run our legs just as fast as we would when we're accelerating. Our body's just moving half as fast as it usually does. And again, we're intense with this, so make sure you get about a minute to a minute and a half of rest in between. That way you're fully recovered, because it's all about quality reps when speed training rather than just getting ourselves tired. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys liked these drills, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys want to see more videos by me, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you guys are interested in even more detailed, specific workouts, programs, drills, and exercises, my online platform may be the place for you to go. It's $20 a month, and you guys get unlimited access to all of my knowledge, all of the drills, all the exercises that you could possibly do to improve your speed, agility, and skills on the football field. I'm constantly trying to improve the online platform, and so if you guys want to jump in and join the CAB Training family, I would love to have you. You also have instant access to message me and ask for training advice on that app. So check out the link in the description below, and I'll be happy to have you on in our online platform. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video, and let's get better today.